Hello, my name is James. I'm a professor at Central Washington University in the Department of Management, and I'm one of the co-advisors of the Society for Human Resource Management at Central Washington University. The purpose of this video is to explain SHRM, talk about how you would join SHRM is what we call it if you want to do that. Why should you join SHRM? What are the professional benefits? Anything else you might learn there that would set you up for your career, and then what happens after you graduate. So I'll go through those relatively quickly, but you can contact myself or any of the other advisors if you have any questions about the club. So how do you join SHRM? It's a common question. SHRM is a national organization, has over 300,000 members in over 100 countries. So it's all over the world. And it is kind of a venue for HR professionals to come together to share ideas, find jobs, change their career. Think of it like almost like an affinity group. So if you want to join SHRM, here's a link. I can send this out if you'd like to see it. We'll take you to the SHRM webpage. I want to throw this out. If you are a student, you want to join as a student. Professional membership is a few $100s. For a student member, as of right now anyway, the price is $49. So don't make that mistake. Join as a student if you do. And one of the most important things in the process is that you affiliate with Central Washington University SHRM, so the CWU student chapter. If you register as a professional, you won't actually have that as an option. You need to register as a student when you're going through. You can check your affiliation. I can show you how to do that to make sure you're affiliated with us. And that's how we know who you are to reach out and include you in all of our events. So if you want to do that, you can sign into SHRM, and next to your name you click My Account, then you click My Profile and edit, and then you'll be able to see at that point, are you actually affiliated with Central Washington University. So I'll show you a quick example of how to do this. So this is the shrm.org webpage where you would register. Up here under my name, James, I'll just click My Account. It'll pull up your account. Simply scroll down to where it says My Profile. Click My Profile. And then up here, Dr. James Avey, if that's what yours says, that's kind of weird, but hey, it's nice to meet you. You click the Edit button. This is where it will show you select state, select chapter. So as a professional member, I would go down here and select Washington State, and then I would pick my chapter. As a student, you will see Central Washington University student chapter right there. That's how you know if you're actually affiliated with our particular group. If you have any questions on that, obviously let me know. But very important when you register to affiliate with our chapter. This would be an example. This is one of our officers. Under your name, you'll see chapter, Central Washington University. Again, if you're signing as a student, that's the only way you can get that. So you want to double check that. When that's there, then you are in. Let us know you've joined SHRM, and then we kind of begin the process. So why should you join SHRM? Lots of reasons, of course. It's a professional student club, but it's tied into the broader framework of what SHRM is. Professional development there. These are sometimes these things are pretty basic. Resume development, LinkedIn workshop, stuff like that. Some of the times they're more advanced. Salary negotiations, conflict resolution, so different skills that you might want. Several times we have speakers come in who have internships. People get internships through SHRM often. A big part of that is enhancing your professional network. When you graduate in HR, in business, whatever it is, you're going to want a professional network. That is people who are in the jobs that you want or in the industries that you want, who you know, and they know you, and there's mutual respect and a relationship established. Another benefit joining SHRM is currency in the field. You can imagine, from COVID to terrorist attacks to political changes, that HR changes often, and the scope of HR is getting broader and broader. So we bring in subject matter experts a couple of times a month to cover kind of what's happening in the field, what are the skills needed at this point, and to spool us up and equip us with those skills. Some other benefits of CW SHRM. So SHRM has what's called a professional certification. So think of it like if you're a lawyer, you have a JD, a Juris Doctorate. If you're an accountant, you have a CPA. It's a professional stamp, so you know that person knows what they're talking about and they can deliver value to your firm. The certification for HR, there's a couple of them, but one of the most common ones is the SHRM CP. It stands for the SHRM Certified Professional. Again, professional certification in HR. As a student, because we are one of a few programs who are aligned with SHRM nationally, you can actually take this exam as a student if you qualify to do it. It's a discounted rate. Otherwise, you have to wait until you have several years of experience before you can actually sit for the exam. It's a huge boost when you're going out on a job. I mean, I've mentioned a number of things, but when you go out for an interview and you've had an internship that you got through SHRM, or you've taken and passed the SHRM CP that we encourage all HR students to do in our program, you're light years beyond the competition, especially for those entry-level jobs, and even some more mid-level jobs. So professional certification is a huge thing. We love it, and it kind of puts a stamp on you that says, yeah, you're ready. You know what you're talking about. The other thing that you'll learn as we go through in different meetings and as part of being in the club is the SHRM, what's called BOCK, Body of Competency and Knowledge, or some people call it the SHRM Competency Model. You can see it here. Here's a bigger picture. So really three main areas that we like to cover. Along the bottom, you'll see HR functional areas. There's 15 of them. And these are what an HR person has to know in order to do their job. These are the skills that an HR person needs, or sorry, the knowledge that an HR person needs. The next one is technical competency, and that just means, can I take this stuff that I know and can I apply it in a particular context with people, with organization, vision, mission, strategy, the context of the organization, where it is, what industry it is. So that's applying the knowledge. And the blue boxes across the top, behavioral competencies, those are the things that you have to be able to do to get at HR. So all of these combined, we'd say that's what makes someone competent in their job at HR. They have the knowledge as a foundation, they can apply that knowledge in a particular context, and they can actually do the job. They can use that knowledge to produce value for the firm. So in any particular topic, our conversation in CW SHRM will usually be connected to one of these things somehow. It's either knowledge in a new area, or a workshop on how to not just be interviewed, but how to actually interview somebody else. How do you identify good talent? How do you align the organization, the HR function with the organizational strategy? Stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. It's one of those things where we talk about working in the business and working on the business. This is working on the business. When you graduate, there is this idea of what we call student to professional transition. That is, there are, as you can see, SHRM chapters all over the country and outside the United States as well. As a student, when you become from a student member to a professional member, there is a significant discount for that as well by SHRM. And the idea is that when you graduate, you are going from CW SHRM and you are plugging into a network of professionals wherever you land. We have a lot of students here that head over to the Seattle-Tacoma area, but really from our program, students go all over the country, and wherever you go, unless according to the map you're in the middle of Nevada. Besides that, wherever you go, there's going to be a group of HR professionals close by that are pretty interconnected and supportive to each other. So the transition to being a professional HR person, we like to encourage people to consider staying connected with other HR professionals through the SHRM program. So that's all I wanted to cover with you. Again, my name is James. I'm one of the advisors for the program here at Central Washington University. You can go to our website. We have job postings, we have scheduled meetings, events, stuff like that. You can contact some of the other officers there if you'd like to. It's usually kept pretty well up to date, and you can kind of see who's running the club. It's a student-run club at any point. So, any questions, you can reach out to us, and that's Central Washington University student-led SHRM chapter.